Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Talk About Tuesday, and we got our new show to rock and roll. Welcome, 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 everybody. The great Brian Scher at Brian Scher 18, president of Quality Films, QC Films, my man, qualitycontrolmusic.com. He's here to rock and roll with us. We're going to do our first. Carlos, good morning. Keaton, talk about it. You got it, everybody. Put in and load up your questions here. Hey, Johnny Wells hanging out with John Malott. What's going on? The famous running back from the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Houston Texans. My man, find the grind here today. Every Tuesday, we're going to find the grind with Brian Scher, the incredible man himself. Find the grind. We're going to look into not just the breakfast grind club or, drink a cup of grind. We're going to find the grind. Where does the grind come from? How do you apply your why to your life? That's what we're talking about today. And are you applying your why? Are you knowing your what, your who, your how, and your now in order to do so? So I will look and see, where is the Brian Scher? I don't see him here. They have him on at 8 o'clock here. Jakey, he's not here. All right, we'll take some questions then. All right.
Hey, Lord.
I'm looking to see here. All righty, very good. Do not know where we go.
Great outfit. How was your meet?
All right. Okay, Brian, are you here? All right. Question: what does the word grind mean to you? Grind is the enjoyment of the consistent, everyday, persistent, without quit pursuit of my potential, not what other people want for me, not what they don't want. Oh, there he is. Someone said he's here. Oh, he's right above you. There you are. Find the grind. We're gonna. Oh, he needs to upgrade his Instagram. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's not. I don't want to. Not allowing me to have him join, man. Jakey, this is why we do a practice run of Find the Grind, because I will not let him join. He needs to upgrade his Instagram. So please, Brian Scher, we'll bring on Find the Grind. Let me see how we go here. Try to see. I do not know what's going on. Oh, it's under the wrong one. All right, cool. All right, everyone. Brian, you got to come in. Let me take some more questions. Let's talk about Tuesday. Here we go. Can you explain perceived value and bottom line? So one of the most common things people ask me for, there he is. Good, Brian. All right, now it works. Find the grind with Brian Scher and myself.
Yo.
There we go. Yo, what's going on, B?
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, this is
Technical difficulties on this end.
Hey, so I got to ask you a quick question, right? We're going to start this new show, Find the Grind. How much of your success, which has been extraordinary, comes from the grind, and how much comes from your talent?
That's a great question, Dave. I think, first of all, it's good to see you, man. I'm glad that
Great to see you.
We're collaborating and having some fun finally. I would say 80% is the grind and 20% is the talent, or more. I think that the daily commitment to finding the grind is everything. If you don't have that commitment, you can be really talented, and it's not going to matter, because unless you really, grind every day and understand that's a part of the process, you're dead. So I'd say 80% at least. What about you?
I think it's interesting because I think quantum in our abilities are different skills, knowledge, which, for example, if you and I wanted to have a 2-on-2 basketball team, we'd be limited, right? Even if we grinded every day and we'd be limited. And so I think it's interesting because no matter what, the grind gets you to whatever the quantum of being that you are. So if you can utilize finding the grind, part of finding the grind is not just grinding, but it's finding where that quantum ability best suits your objectives. For me, my objectives are to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. Now, I love playing football, right? That would be a ton of fun. But I could grind, and I did from the time I was 5 till 22. I could grind, and I found my grind, right, every day. But because of my skills and my knowledge, I could only go so far, not aligned with my objectives, which is I could never make a lot of money playing football. And right, I can't help a lot of people playing football. So I chose different quantum abilities that I have. And now that I have that grind, I can exceed, where most people, their limitations let them fall. And so I think there's two folds in finding the grind. The grind is about 80%, but it also helps you find what you're good at.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times we mistake what we're good at because other people, it's so easy for us that other people are like, how do you do that? And I see that in you, man. You're a very humble guy, and there's some things that you do so well, and you probably don't even know that's a superpower because it's easy for you, when there's other things that
Exactly.
aren't easy.
Exactly. And as you were saying, you have to be able to pivot every second as well. I mean, we grind every day, then we pivot. And you're right. We try see things we like or that we're good at or that we enjoy or that we can make money doing. And that changes every day, as you know, through careers, through business, through personal life. It keeps moving,
And one of the reasons I want to do a show with you is I don't know very many people that have the 1 degree separation that I've been able to establish in my life. And you're a 1 degree of separation person. If you don't know them personally, you're 1 degree from knowing them. And what we're going to be able to do is bring on all these unbelievable talents that are going to share, their grind, their finding of the grind, what that means to them, so that we can learn the lessons from the billionaires, millionaires, entrepreneurs, celebrities, athletes, and entertainers. With this show, what is your, true aspiration as far as, where you see people today? Do they have a grind, or, what is it that motivated you to say, Dave, we got to find the grind. We got to help people find their grind.
We do, because I think every day, you get up and you have to make sure you have a design for your day and a blueprint and are ready to commit every day. And some days we all wake up. You wake up at 3 a.m. or 2 a.m. Like a crazy 4 a.m. like a crazy person. I get up at 7. Other people get up at noon. I mean, you have to, because fighting the grind is really important. And I think we all wake up some mornings and are just like, okay, another day. Let me really get up for it and get psyched for it, and commit to that day into the next day. And really have a plan. Otherwise, you're just making it up every day, and you're not probably likely to achieve your goal to the extent you would have, when you're, yeah.
You've done so much in entertainment too. So one of the complementary things is, I'm very strong in entrepreneurship. You're very strong in entrepreneurship because, my sports talent background, those guys all became entrepreneurs. Through the sports, I met all these big entrepreneurs, billionaires, millionaires. With entertainers, it's the same thing, right? Through them, you met all these big billionaires, millionaires, but also, most people don't realize that, Lil Yachty, Lil Baby, Coach K, whoever it is, like they weren't just born. There's plenty of talent. I always use Brad Pitt as an example. I remember Brad Pitt being on Letterman, and Letterman saying, "Man, you're just so lucky because you're so good looking." And Brad Pitt took offense to it. He said, "Do you know how many good looking people there are in the world? I'm a great actor."
That's right.
I'm a great actor who's also good looking. Steve Buscemi's a great actor that isn't good looking. John Lovitz,
Exactly.
who looks like me, is a great actor that's not very good looking, but he's good looking. I think the same holds true a lot of times, that, and I think it's important for Find the Grind to hear the stories of your heroes in music, in sports, in business.
That's right.
That not only do you find your own grind, but you start realizing that there are no overnight successes, that nothing were given to these people. And even after they've achieved something, they got to continue to find the grind, or it fleets even faster today than it used to 10 years ago.
Exactly. I mean, even huge artists, and you're right, very successful people, wealthy people, internationally known people, they feel the same way that people who aren't famous or rich do every day. They just, you and I've been amongst a lot of these people who, they just, they have to keep grinding too. And you're right, nothing's promised for the next day. And longevity is a tough thing in this business. I remember working with Denzel Washington years ago at ICM, and I was on his team, one of his agents, and he finished a movie, and he walked in to meet with the team, and this is a guy making $20 million a movie, but didn't have his next one lined up. And he looked at everybody like, guys, what's going on next? What's next? I don't have a job. And kind of laughed, but didn't have a job, and of course it's Denzel, so you knew he'd get what you, obviously he was going to be offering a million things, but he even, and that's a, and that's a practical thing. So even everybody wonders, or everybody pushes, has to push to the next place. I had a meeting last week, with Nicki Minaj, who I've worked with for many, many years, about 12 years. I've worked with Nicki and helped her out in the film and television space, basically. And, she was telling me a story about how she's telling stories about how she used to work at Red Lobster. She used to take the train in, from Queens into the city and work at a Red Lobster. And she used to write her raps down on receipts afterwards and sit in her car. And, she was 15 or 16. I don't remember, maybe 17, but that's what she was doing. And now look at her. So,
Yeah. And just so you know, Eric Dickerson, who, we're all from Los Angeles. So Eric Dickerson, the GOAT himself, the most single season yard record holder, one of the oldest major records in the NFL still to stand today. His favorite restaurant is Red Lobster. So I give him Red Lobster. I give him Red Lobster gift cards every year, and his wife hates me because he makes her go with him. But I couldn't believe it. Imagine this, as an agent, I called Red Lobster. I thought for sure, because Eric told me, I will do commercials. I will be their spokesperson. All I want is free Red Lobster. And Red Lobster would not do the deal. That's when I'm like, I don't like if they're that short-sighted. Hey, I saw Dooney on here. That's not DJ Dooney Nash. Do you know who DJ Dooney Nash is in your space?
Kind of.
Oh, yeah. He's on here. He said you're the GOAT. Brian's the GOAT. I didn't know if that was the same dude.
Dooney?
Dooney.
Yeah. Dooney's my brother. Dooney's, by the way, talk about a guy who finds the grind, who knows how to find the grind, wakes up every day and grinds. Sometimes he stays up all night and grinds. I had a meeting with him in Miami 2 years ago at the Super Bowl, and he didn't know. He had been up all day working with artists and making money, and we met up for a meeting in one of his clients' houses, and he's a grinder. He'd be a good person for us to have on the show because he's young. He's smart. He's very personable. He's aggressive, and he's connected. And he's not only does he have to find the grind, but people like, you and me who have worked in representation, we have to motivate our clients and friends every day to keep grinding. And sometimes we're looking for our own grind and they're calling us going, hey, what are we doing now? And it's a lot to do, but that's the cost of business in a good way.
It is amazing. And I think one of the things that I learned from being in the talent side of things is that, you always have to grind. You talked about it with Denzel Washington and how he's like, hey, where's my next gig? And you giggle, but, it's true for everyone. It doesn't stop. And that's why I find enjoying the consistent, persistent pursuit of our potential is the key. Instead of attaching our emotions to an outcome, I'll be happy when I get my first Academy Award. I'll be happy when I get my first major film. Look, you're not going to be happy.
Exactly.
Right. And so unless you find the grind, unless you enjoy that consistent, as we finish up, our first encounter of find the grind, what are some of the key techniques that you use consistently to find your grind?
That's a great question. I wouldn't say I have techniques. I have instincts. I have, my eyes are always open and I'm always thinking about what I need to be doing in every moment and what I'm doing later in the day. And, we always have some, I think that the key is prioritizing, to be honest with you, Dave. I think that's really not a technique, but I think that a lot of people who are very successful understand how important prioritizing is and prioritizing correctly. We all have 1,000 things to do every day, and we have to decide what we're going to do with our time. And as I said, a lot of days pivot and then you get a phone call and you're off and running in another direction. So I just think it's about reading the road as you go down it and pivoting and looking to where you need to grind and where you need to put your time and focus to continue to be successful and drive the ball down the field, drive it into the end zone, not just to the 1 yard line. I think a lot of us fall short at the one, and getting that last yard can be hard. But that's what this conversation is about, finding the grind, finding that last gear.
And we're going to be bringing on some unbelievable people. I know our first episode, we're going to do it every Tuesday, Find the Grind. Everybody join us Tuesday at 8 a.m. We're going to find the grind with Clinton Sparks. who's right up our alley. He's an amazing, amazing entrepreneur, musician, producer,
Yep.
and friend, man. The guy just kicks butt. Well, I'm trying to keep his shirt on while he's here. But, you know,
Yeah.
run down a few, you know, a lot of people know me and my relationships, but, you know, run down a few of the people that you're working with quality control,
Yeah.
and, you know, not just the past people, but currently you got some of the biggest names in entertainment.
Well, I work with I'm blessed enough to have a great relationship with an incredible music label called Quality Control QC, and that's what their QC is what they're known as. And I'm president of their film and television division called Quality Films, and I've known those guys, Coach and P, who are the CEOs. It's their company. I've known them for a few years. I was working about 4 or 5 years ago. Coach K, one of my partners, asked if I would work with Little Yachty, who was an artist on the label, still is, and a client of his. And he asked me to help him find some movies and some TV shows and develop some stuff and start packaging things as a movie producer and get him some roles. So I worked together with Yachty, with Coach for a couple of years. And then about 2 years ago, he said, hey, we work with Quavo from Migos, and Quavo wants to do some stuff in that space too, some acting roles. I've been pretty successful in the crossover business. With the TIs of the world and finding them movies. And so, Quavo wanted me to help him do the same. We just got him a great movie with Robert De Niro a few months ago that he shot in Puerto Rico. And, this label Quality Control has a little baby as well who's blowing up. Everybody knows who that is. Or if they don't, their kids do. And
now they got little David and little Brian too.
That should be the name of this. The little
grass, little find the grass.
There's so many littles. There's little baby just came. Little Dirk,
John,
little Dirk, little John, little Wayne.
Hey, little Wayne. That's right.
No, it is. It's Little Yachty. So anyway, but QC is an incredible label, and some of the artists on it are Yachty, are Baby, are the City Girls, are Migos, and others more up and coming. And it's amazing and it's funny. All of their artists are homegrown. In other words, they don't go acquire artists that are already there. They love finding a little baby 4 years ago that no one had ever heard of, and now he's the hottest artist on the planet, literally. And those are just some of the people I'm touching. And it's a great company. We're gonna have those guys on too from the label for sure.
We're going to teach people to find their grind. We're going to utilize what we know, the experiences we have, the failure setbacks, all the different void shortages and obstacles to avoid in order to effectuate. For me, 3 things is, my objective. I want to help people find their grind so they can, 1, make money, 2, help people, and 3, most importantly, why I do this is I love little Brian, man. I'm here to have some fun.
I love little David. Little David. Not little, L-I-L. It's L-I-L. Little bit, yeah, it's L-I-L.
L-I, right, of course,
it's
like
not,
Little John. It's
exactly.
L-I-L.
Just making sure there's no T's.
Oh, I'm old, but not that old. Yeah.
Make sure there's no T's,
Right.
No T's and Lil.
It's Lil Brian, Lil Dave.
Lil Dave.
Here we go. But we are talking about it here on Tuesday. Everybody join us on Tuesday. Find the grind. We're going to bring some great guests, some great insight, keeping you not only motivated gets you up, gets you back up, gets you started, gets you back started, but talking about inspiration, something that's going to get you there. Nobody other than the great Brian Scher to learn how to get you there. Here on Find the Grind, Little Dave, Little Brian. Please join us every Tuesday, 8 a.m.
Tuesday.
All right, my brother.
Let's do it.
We'll see you soon.
Great seeing you, David. Have a great day. And find that grind, bro.
Great conversation. Here we go.
Find that grind, bro. Find
the grind. The great Brian Scher. Follow Brian Scher 18. Let's get everybody behind there. Let's make this happen for us on Find the Grind. We'll move it over to a podcast and hopefully a TV show, as seems to be the progression of what I do. All right, everyone. Let's take a few more questions. Can't wait to have more Find the Grind. If a great opportunity arises and you have no network built, how do you network with the affluent? Let me send you my open-ended question, guys. You go to the events where and the places where the affluent are, and you ask what they're doing today, what they like about it, what don't you like it, and would it help you if I did this? And then ask them, do you know anyone that can help me? Boom. That formulatic open-ended question template will change your life. If you want the open-ended question template from me to teach you how to network, to ask in person, to ask on the phone, to ask via email and social media. If you want to learn how to dive into the credibility and emotional attachment that needs to be placed in order to articulate the value to exceed what you're asking for. If you want all of this, then you need the open-ended question guide that I have for free. I'll also throw in my ebook, audiobook, and even a book. I'll sign it, send it to you, pay for the book and shipping. Just email me. It's pinned right here, david@dmeltzer.com. david@dmeltzer.com. Please reach out to me, get that open-ended question guide, learn how to ask people about what they're doing aligned with, synergistic, or supplementary to what you're interested in. See how you can be of service or value by asking them, would it help you if blank? Then turn around afterwards and say, do you know anyone that can help me? Each people, on average, have about 1,000 people today in their network. Not 4 or 5 like the old days, but 1,000 people in their network. And so if you're just doing it once in person, once on the phone, once via email, once during social media, that's 4 asks a day. That's all I'm asking, one every 6 hours. 4 asks a day, you will have 28,000 people, new people into your network in 1 week. Learn to utilize the open-ended question, guys. Use my books, ebooks, audiobooks. Let me sign a book, send it to you, pay for shipping. david@dmeltzer.com. It's free. It's all there for you. No problem. All righty, here we go. What is the difference between grind and hustle? So grind, to me, is enjoying the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. Hustling is getting so busy you forget to make money. Hustling is also, in respect, incorporates overselling, back-end selling, line manipulating, and cheating. Grinding is pursuing the truth. So I think integrity and character and credibility is one of the key distinctive factors between a grind and a hustle. You don't want to be a hustler. You want to be a grinder. You want to make it happen. Enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. Make a lot of money, help a lot of people, have a lot of fun. Don't get so busy working you forget to make money. Don't hustle anybody. Don't oversell them, back end sell them, lie to them, manipulate them, or cheat them. Simply grind it out. You got to find that grind, align it with your potential, your quantum being, your highest pursuit, your capabilities, your skills, your knowledge, your desire. You can make it happen. Look within. You cannot find outside of you what you can't find inside of you. Don't forget that you're giving meaning to everything that you see. You're giving meaning to everything you see. Not what other people think, not what you don't want, not what's missing. You got to put in there what you want. That's the difference between grinding and, of course, the hustle. Here we go. Keep them rocking and rolling. How do you know if you're proving more value than you're asking for? Well, it's not proving, right? You're articulating more value than you're asking for. You got to articulate an extreme value. You got to learn to understand the quantitative analysis and articulate the quantitative analysis from having credibility by not overselling, back-end selling, lying, manipulating, or cheating. You got to emotionally connect to somebody, learning what they like and they don't like, get the synergies, supplementary alignment with what they want, and then, of course, do the math. You got to do the math in order to have an articulation of a quantitative value to exceed what you're asking for. You got to know and quantify the reasons to do it. You got to understand the impact and the quantitative effect of that impact. And of course, using an arsenal of capabilities to add value to and articulate the arsenal of capabilities, the skills, the knowledge to align with your desire. That ability, you must be what you can be. Make it all happen. Articulate a quantitative value to exceed what you're asking for. Where are you traveling this week? Where am I not traveling is a better question, but I am leaving today. I will be in New York this evening, New Jersey, at Propelify in Hoboken. Use Meltzer. I'll give you a free ticket to Propelify. Come see me and Al Roker. I'll be on CNBC. We got a few other big names there. Alice Machinsky from Celsius Network. Some greats there with the unbelievable Propelify. Come join me tomorrow. Use Meltzer to get a free ticket. Come join me out there at Hoboken at Maxwell Park. You'll love it. Then go to Philly. I'll do a meetup in Philly at the Holocaust statue there in Philadelphia. And then I'll be out in Westchester, Pennsylvania in the morning, back to Philadelphia, flying to Miami for a VIP mastermind with some incredible guys like Tim Grover, meeting up with Kim Perrell, hopefully Patrick Bet David, a variety of different people in Miami on Friday. I will be doing a meetup in New Jersey at noon, in Philly that afternoon around 4 o'clock p.m. in Philly. The next day in Miami on Friday, I'll be doing a meetup there. Or is it Thursday? You got to post it up there. Anyway, that's just this week. We will be in New Jersey, Philly, Westchester, Philly, Miami. Come find me, david@dmeltzer.com. We're doing meetups. I'll bring some books. Get that open-ended guide. If you haven't, go ahead and get your open-ended question guide in my book, david@dmeltzer.com. Learn how to network utilizing that. Here we go. Where are you hosting meetups this week? Oh, just went over that. Sorry, Colleen. We can provide it to everyone. david@dmeltzer.com. How do you manage so many relationships and consistently provide them value? Well, the 520 rule is one way. 5-minute phone calls and 20-minute meetings and interviews, allowing me to get to the point. I choose, hey, what's up, T-Rod? My brother, superstar in my TV shows. Josh Medlin, executive producer of my TV show. Philly Gang represent. What's going on? Incredible executive producer. Anyway, I forgot the question. I'm human. Here we go. How do you become a better communicator? Practice understanding that you're connected to and through the light. What are you doing to interfere with it? Communicate first with the omniscient, all-powerful, and all-knowing, then allow it to come through you with appreciation and give it away. You cannot know what you're saying until you acknowledge it. You can only acknowledge it when you acquire the knowledge of what you have. You can only acquire the knowledge of what you have by giving it away. So you want to receive with the clearest connection to the greatest source of power, light, love, and lessons. Allow it to come through you with appreciation, gratitude, forgiveness, accountability, and inspiration, and give it away to others, knowing now and acknowledging now what you have. All right, join me every Tuesday. We're going to be doing Find the Grind Tuesday mornings at 8 a.m. and then a little Talk About Tuesday. You bring the questions, I'll bring the answers here every single day. Is it better to pursue your gift or pursue your passion? No, see, passion is what you utilize to pursue your gift. See, passion, you apply your why. When you know your what, your who, your how, and determine your now, then you can apply your why to what's now, the most important things according to your what, your who, and your how. If you want those 5 daily practices, I can teach them to you to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. I can teach this to you. 5 daily practices are there for you to apply your why. Pursue your gifts with your passion, applying your why. Don't go searching for your why. It's already there. You're already connected to and through it. Let me teach you how. Email me, david@dmeltzer.com. I'll throw in my ebook, audiobook. I'll sign a copy of my book, send it to you. I'll pay for the book and shipping. Do not mind. Please reach out to me. I'm starting to outpace my inner circle. Happens, you're vibrating faster. I help everyone upgrade without insult or offense. You can't. You can only look within. Elevating others to elevate yourself will apply. Celebrate others, but through your actions, allow people to learn from watching you. Do not tell them what to do. You are there to mentor them, to show them what to do. You can coach them to bring the best out of them. You can teach them to give them the directions. But the best way is to allow them, just like children, to watch you. My children don't listen to me, but they watch me. And I'm constantly trying to improve what they see, to elevate and celebrate them, to allow them to make the best choices according to their pursuit of their potential. Here we go. What does timing and risk tolerance mean? Well, for me, part of the what, the who, the how, the now, when I apply the why, I'm aligning my timing from what I want personally, experientially, giving and receiving wise to the values that I have. I'm aligning that and also determining how much I'm willing to risk beforehand, up front. I'm not doing it on the back end because that causes paralysis. It causes too much analysis. If you know your timing and risk tolerance, if you take inventory every day, not being afraid of being a hypocrite, but being okay with changing your mind, learning, growing, and accelerating. If you do this, you will know your timing and risk tolerance. So when decisions come up in the day or choices are presented to us, the opportunities that are created by a higher level of awareness, you will be able to quickly and swiftly make the best decisions aligned with what? Your timing, of when you want those things, the what, the who, the how, and the now, and your risk tolerance. What are you willing to invest in yourself? Very good question, says Colleen. Thank you. I have completely lost my motivation to move forward and feel very lost. Any recommendations? Please reach out to me, right? First, you got to know motivation just gets you up, get you back up, get you started, get you restarted. But inspiration gets you there. You need to be inspired by lowering the bar, creating daily habits, creating a daily habit machine by the what, the who, the how, and the now, and applying your why. Lower the bar, get moving. Nothing happens till you move. Stop sitting there wondering what to do. Think about what you want to do at the lowest level and start doing it. Remember, you cannot outthink the motivation. You got to do. And the best thing you can do if you can't think of what to do is go do something for someone else. Go do a good deed. It will elevate your vibration and frequency. It'll allow you to apply your why to everything that you do. If you are stuck, you can't get motivated, you can't get inspired, go do a good deed. Go do something for somebody else. That's the secret sauce. All right. Let's keep them coming here. Great questions, by the way. Thank you so much. Kathleen, discipline, a major key to growth. It is an essential, consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. If you can enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. Neil Patel in the house. I think I got a upgrade with Neil Patel. Perfect. Neil Patel want to go live with me? Let me see here. What's going on, my boy? I haven't seen him in a while. Maybe not. Alrighty. All right, keep the questions coming. Here we go. How can I catch the eye of labels or for music? Yeah, reach out to me. You want to be consistent. There is a huge spectrum of people out there. It's not something that you can do once in a while. You want to catch the eye. You got to find the frequency, strengthen the signal, know your spectrum, and move forward from there. So we're rocking and rolling. Here we go. But reach out to me, david@dmeltzer.com. If you missed the open-ended question guide, please get an email to me. I'm happy to help as long as with my ebook, audiobook, and I will sign a copy of my book, send it to you, ship it to you. I'll pay for everything. Telecommunication company that is a unicorn looking for partners. How to best approach that. Everyone thinks we're too small. How to break through these small-minded people. First of all, do not try to re-engineer the vision of closed-minded people, closed-hearted people, and closed-handed people. You got to go out there and utilize the open-minded question guide, the open-ended question guide to find the essential thing that you need, which is open-minded, open-hearted, and open-handed people. You got to ask people, what do they think today? What do they like about it? What don't they like about it? If somebody's passionate about saying you're too small, ask them why. Ask them, look, I would have laughed, scoffed, and mocked Jeff Bezos 25 years ago when he's selling books out of his garage and he tells me, hey, I want to be the richest man on the earth. I'm going to sell books out of my garage. Yeah, right. Oh, who's small-minded now? Who's closed-minded now? You got to find the open-minded people. It takes a lot of time in order to find the open-minded, open-hearted people. And when you do, you ask the open-ended questions. What are you doing today? What do you like about it? What don't you like about it? Will it help you if I do blank? And do you know anyone that can help me? This formula is built for success. If you want to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun, that's what you got to do. Have to use the open-ended question guide. Utilize my book as a supplement to that. My ebook, audiobook, I'll sign a copy of my book, send it to you, and pay for the book and shipping. Just reach out to me, david@dmeltzer.com. I am happy to help. All right, we got so many great questions. Let's keep the questions rolling. Is cryptocurrency the future? No, the future is already there. Cryptocurrency, determinative upon your timing and risk tolerance, is aligned or not aligned with what you want. It's that simple. It's not the future. Your future is the future. There is, in the thoughtfulness of life, in the time frame of thoughtfulness, the future is here already. Boom, you got it. Is cryptocurrency something that you want in your future? Do a timing and risk tolerance assessment. See how it's aligned, supplementary, or synergistic to your timing and risk tolerance. And then you can determine whether or not you want to be involved in cryptocurrency. There will be plenty of rich people that are made through cryptocurrency, and there'll be plenty of poor people that are made through cryptocurrency. There'll be plenty of happy people and sad people. But if you align it with your timing and risk tolerance and understand whatever token or coin or whatever you want to do in crypto is aligned with it, then you will increase your statistical success, efficiency, and effectiveness in investing in yourself and in crypto, if that's what you want, according to your what, your who, your how, your now, applying your why. Don't confuse yourself. Don't outthink the future. Look within, create your future outside of you by looking within. Great questions today by the other. Best lesson you learned from each other. On Sunday, I learned a lesson in my original coaching group, and I was talking about, dealing with open-minded people. And a closed-minded person is like trying to go through a brick wall, trying to go over, under, through, around a brick wall. And an open-minded person is an unlocked door. By asking the questions and finding the key, you simply can open the door and utilize the open hearts and open hands to effectuate what you want, who can help you and who you can help, and how to get it done in the most efficient, effective, and statistically successful way. Being productive, providing value to others, being accessible, accessing what you want, and being accessible to others, and gracious. Being able to find the light, the love, and the lessons which effectuate the ability to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. All of these things invariably will allow you, in my opinion, to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun. Reach out to me if you want to learn this shit. Reach out to me, david@dmeltzer.com. I will send you it for free, an open-ended question guide or my book, ebook, audio book. I will sign a copy of my book and send it to you. Please join me, david@dmeltzer.com. All right, let's take another question. Keep them rocking and rolling. My dad died from cancer. I was wondering if you could adopt me. Oh, that's so kind. I cannot adopt you, but I can help you. I'm here to be of service, so reach out to me, david@dmeltzer.com. Be grateful for the time you had with your father. I will pray for you and your family and your happiness, but I'm happy to be of service to you. I can't adopt you, but I'm happy to be of service to you. david@dmeltzer.com. Keep the right mindset, the heart set, and the right conscious continuum in order to be happy and to help people. That's what we are here for. All right, we are rocking and rolling. We got time for another one here. From a business standpoint, why don't you set goals but instead set milestones? Yes, the Meltzer milestones. Joshua, good to see you, my friend. The reason I don't have goals is a goal is an outcome, and I do not want to attach my emotions to an outcome. As I stated with Brian Scher on 5 The Grind this morning, I don't want to attach my emotions to an outcome because I create resistance by doing so. It does not create happiness. But if I can set milestones and focus in on the enjoyment of the consistent, persistent pursuit of my potential to go past the milestone, not to set it as a goal and end. Instead, I have and do live between limitlessness and infinity. That allows me to have the milestones. The people in my life, the mentors, the coaches, the teachers in my life are milestones. Certain records, certain abilities that I have are milestones that allow me to see and as a point of reference, the progress, not the perfection, the progress that I make in order to effectuate, expanding, growing, and accelerating to my higher self. david@dmeltzer.com. I'm going to take one more question here, and then we are done talking about Tuesday. Thank you, everyone, for joining me on Find the Grind with the incredible Brian Scher, Brian Scher 18. We're going to have new guests every week on Tuesday. Finding your grind, not only teaching you the techniques to enjoy the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential, but finding your potential itself. Applying the why through the what, the who, the how, the now, and the why. Here we go. Best piece of advice you've gotten recently is, once again, find something you love to do for a minimum of an hour a day for your health. If you are healthy, you get as many wishes a day as you want. If you are not healthy, you only have one wish. And that's for you, your family, your friends, and everyone. So make sure you find something you love to do for the rest of your life. A minimum of an hour a day for your health. Best advice that I got. The other one is the one that I'll give to you is to ask for help. Be kind to your future self. Do good deeds. Thank you so much for joining Find the Grind with Brian Scher and me, as well as Talk About Tuesdays. Thanks so much. Be kind to your future self. do good deed. Reach out to me, David at dmeltzer.com. Have a great day.